Have you ever tried to schedule your life and life just said, I don't think so?
Yeah, we can relate.
Well, today we're going to give you some helpful tips and tricks on how exactly you can begin to schedule.
So grab your cup of coffee and join along.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Ping!
This is kind of a, do we have 20 hours of your time?
I don't think you could ever really stop talking about schedule
You want to
making.
schedule that in?
Well, I think the first thing you really have to do whenever you're going to make a schedule is you have to, like we were talking about, pick priorities.
Yes.
You have to decide, okay, whether it's you're scheduling your day or your week or whatever it is, you have to pick out what thing or things are most important and you schedule those first.
Yes. And also, I'm going to just put it out there, think ahead. So, like, for example, if this is summer, or almost summer, whatever, it's basically summer.
Yeah.
In Texas, it's summer. And so, we have vacation coming up. So, if I start a new schedule now, how is that going to affect us for vacation?
Right.
And how soon is that, just different stuff like that. So, think of the now, but also keep the future, especially the near future, in mind when trying to do that.
Well, and then kind of along with that is the idea that scheduling needs consistency.
Yes.
So
especially with kids and young kids.
Exactly. So like you were saying, if you plan on starting a schedule right now, a strict schedule, then whenever vacation rolls around, it's just can completely throw everything off.
You can just forget it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I really wanted to highlight the idea that there are two ways to approach schedules.
Yeah.
So there's the idea of strict scheduling, which I think is what most people think of. You think schedule, you think regimented, like this is our routine, we don't break from it.
Right.
But then there's the other idea, which is more of like a checklist or like a daily to-do list. So you don't necessarily have like a set time to accomplish everything, but you have certain things you want to accomplish.
Yes.
So maybe for...
And there might be time increments.
Right.
So, instead of saying 6 o'clock is this and 8 o'clock is this, you say, okay, every 4 hours I'm going to do blah, blah, blah.
Right. Well, and like
whatever.
with feedings, that kind of, usually they want to eat every couple hours whenever they're babies. But then there are some things like, oh, today is laundry day. Or I want to meal plan today. So each day might be different, but you have a certain thing you want to accomplish. So I think whenever you're approaching the idea of making your own schedule, you have to decide which way of scheduling you really need. Sometimes from thing to thing, sometimes just in general. So like for me, I tend to be really structured. Like if I'm going to do something, that's how we're going to do it.
Yeah, same here.
But with some stuff, I have had to learn to be a little more relaxed about it.
Yeah.
So, like, I would tell my husband all the time, oh, man, I'm trying to get all the laundry done in this one day, but there's, like, a million loads, and I can't do it. And so he really kind of helped me clear my mind because I was trying to do laundry and clean the house and, like, a million other things all at the same time. And so he's like, why don't you just pick a day, even 2 days, do laundry. Another day, clean the house. Another day, whatever, so that it compartmentalizes it.
That's how I have learned to do it. Now, I have 2 girls. So you have 3 boys, so it's a little different because you're a little bit busier, and boys, to me, are a little bit more rambunctious and, like,
especially mine.
crazy. Like, my 2, first of all, our youngest is only 6 months, so, okay, she's easy. And then I have a 2-year-old, which she's very independent, plays by herself, is really okay. So what I set to do is I have a like a little daily to-do list type thing. And I set it out, okay, Mondays I really need to do laundry because the weekend generally is just really bad. And then, like another day is cleaning, but not just cleaning the whole house, but just like today I really need to clean the bathrooms. Or, and I vacuum every day, of course, like that, because we have a very hairy dog. And so, anyways. But, like, when I say setting priorities, those kind of things should be prioritized. And then you just kind of, like, make your schedule around it. Right. Also, like, I don't wake my children up I don't know if you do, but I do
They
not.
wake me up.
Yeah, I do not wake my children up. If my children are sleeping, I just let them sleep.
Yeah.
And so, going with the priorities, whenever I have something on my mind to do, my timeline of my day is set by whenever they wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go in increments of time. And it's kind of like a block schedule.
Right.
You know, where you have like 3 hours, I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. And then the next blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so again, it's just kind of tailor it to your lifestyle, the number of kids, how energetic they are, whatever you need to, just adjust it to your own needs.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of mentioned it a little bit as far as sleep. We had a lot of response when it came to...
which is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
We like responses. Thank you.
Yes.
But specifically in the area of scheduling sleep or nap times.
Yes.
So...
Which are very important.
Again, because your kids are very different from mine. Mine are extremely early risers. I think they came in the room today at like 6:30, maybe even earlier.
I would have sent them back to bed.
Well, I've had to do that before.
Oh my god.
But 6:30 is late for them.
Really?
Honey.
Man.
Yeah, don't get me started.
No, we're not early risers.
With your kids, you can let them sleep a little later in the morning, so you might not need to put Thea down for a nap until later into the afternoon. Whereas because my boys wake up so early, after lunchtime, they're getting cranky, they're getting just out of their mind with energy that comes out of nowhere. So I know that if they want to have a good evening, basically, I need to put them down 12:31 at the latest.
Yeah.
And then by the evening, they're fine. Now, my oldest, who's 4.5 now, he's gotten to the point where he doesn't need a nap to be okay. It's nice when he gets one, but he can manage without.
Yeah.
So there are some times recently that we have really focused more on my 2-year-old getting a nap, and then my older son, he's gone with Frankie to the store or just stayed up and played or whatever. But it's not as crucial, especially since he's getting ready to go to school. So he needs to kind of be past the nap time stage anyways.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of taking cues from the kids. If you know for a fact that they're going to be majorly grumpy if they don't have one, just make time for it.
Yeah. So you mentioned 12, basically 12 to 1 is your nap time.
Right.
I think it's really good to have a set nap time.
Yeah.
Especially for crazy schedules, as we're talking about, because you can lose track of time very easily.
Yeah.
And literally, if you have to set a reminder, nap time, 30 minutes before nap time starts, you make sure your child has food in its tummy, and then you put them down. I know. Well, I say food in the tummy because Thea does much better as she has just eaten.
Right.
And then she'll normally settle down and kind of sleep, maybe. Ever since we did a video before, and I said, oh yeah, my kids don't get up till like 9:30. Yeah, no. 7:45.
That's sleeping in.
Starting the next morning. I was like, why did I have to say that? And ever since then, she has not slept past 8:30. I'm like, I did something. I said something.
Goodness.
But anyways, so, but we have a very set nap time schedule, and our day kind of revolves around that nap time schedule, because she generally gets up early.
For you.
For me. And so, but then Iris, my youngest, has started to get up early as well too. So it's kind of like together, which is nice. Because
it's nice that they've shifted at the same rate, basically.
Yeah, that's because Thea will come into the room, good morning, Mama, and like wake us all up. Iris is still in our room in the crib, over to the side, and so I was like, anyways, but 12 o'clock is our nap time. Yeah. And I say, you're gonna eat and you're gonna go to bed. Yeah. I don't care if you sleep. Well, I do care. But it's more important that it's like 12 o'clock, she's in her room.
If nothing else, she's resting.
Yeah. Generally, she plays with toys, but, that's whatever. That's a different subject right there.
Well, I liked what you said. I want to key in on how you said that your day kind of revolves around nap time.
Yeah.
Because especially when your kids are younger, that really is like a crucial time of the day. It's their chance to recharge, just wind down a little bit, and it also gives you a chance to, if you need to rest, or maybe you're an overachiever like me and you like to do things during nap time. But
Netflix.
I know, right? Especially whenever you have a busy schedule, I know if I've got something that needs to be done, like maybe we need to go to the store, I don't do it during nap time.
No.
I make sure to do it either before or make sure they have their nap whenever they wake up. Okay, let's go to the grocery store. Let's do whatever errand we need to do, because if you don't make sure that they have that nap time, every other plan you've got for the day is probably not going to go as you were expecting it to.
Yeah, and I'm going to tag along with that. So for us, for an example, if I have to go to the grocery store, which I generally do Walmart pickup now.
Yeah.
So I've gotten very spoiled. But if I have to go run an errand, I have to go do something, whatever, I do it in the morning before nap time. Because after nap time, it is just like, you got to get dinner on. You got to do a little bit of, tidying up around the house. You have to get ready for your bedtime routines, everything like that. So try to keep your out and aboutness, everything, in the morning time.
It is a lot easier.
Yeah, and
Kids
then
are fresh.
you wear them out, then you get home, eat lunch, and then they'll pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. So, unfortunately, we got a little talkative, and we're going to have to cut this video into 2 parts. So, this is the end of part 1.
Yes.
And
stay tuned.
We will upload the second part the next week.
Ooh.
So, cliffhanger. You'll just have to subscribe and like and click the dinger.
Yeah.
So that you can get updated whenever the next one posts.
Woohoo.
And follow us on Instagram at the Millennial Moms Club, somewhere here.
Again.
Right here. And stick around and you'll get the conclusion of part 2 next time.
See you later.
Bye.